So that's pretty much the key to AWPing car. I mean, you can start off as you really don't want to play this angle here, like, straight on with the wall, because that's a corner that everyone's going to be jiggle peeking, and it's going to be really hard to, shoot a direct angle like this, and you might just give away your spot by missing one guy. So I like to play a little bit more of an off angle, such as playing like right here instead of just AWPing straight on like that. So I like to, have them put their guard down for a split second, give my crosshair some gap to react, and then, just get a nice reaction shot on some guy running across. So it's all about, just scanning the corner here, keeping your crosshair right next to the corner. So as soon as someone comes into your aim, it's just boom. Like, there's not much adjustment happening. Boom, you take a shot, you tuck in, and then you re-go after a guy. Boom. So that's pretty much the techniques there. I'm AWPing a site here. I'm not that big of a fan of AWPing behind the site because you will get stuck. When you're playing the car spot here, you do have a chance to take a few shots and then fall off and stay alive, get into pit, have your team help you retake A. This is kind of like your all-in. If you are playing this spot, it's good if your team is playing 3A, such as in maybe you have an extra teammate Goose, and he's really going to help you out. If you're getting rushed, this guy can kind of clean up anyone, and you can stay alive pretty successfully, and AWP this right here more, while your teammate's kind of covering your top here. But I mean, you're kind of just making the shots hard for yourself, because they're almost just headshots here. Sometimes these shots are pretty tough to hit, especially if you're peeking high here. You're only getting even a headshot box, and honestly, people pew your head back pretty easily in this spot. So I'm not that big of a fan here. You can switch your position up here sometimes, maybe get a little nice angle like this, get an entry like that, just to change your position, because if people always think you're playing car, it's good to just switch up your position here and, find a different angle. Always good to do. So I mean, it is good to change up your position and play here. Just make sure you maybe have a teammate either holding a counter flash down here, or playing your between, or playing your goose or your sight. In terms of AWPing goose can be really good as well to get an early pick. Let's say a lot of times when you do get that goose pick, it's someone over here just like with a flash out or something, or he peeks a little bit too wide and shows his shoulder. So I mean, this can be a good entry position as an AWPer. And once again, you kind of want backup when you play this spot, because if they do spot you there and the only other teammate playing A is in pit, you really don't have any help. So I mean, if you are playing that goose spot, it might be good to have a teammate just holding a flash here. So as soon as you take that shot, boom, the terrorists get flashed, and then he can leave goose and then go play a more safer position like the car here. So that is a site AWPing. Going into cat here, it's really good to get an aggressive pick here. So let's say that'll work just for my example. It's good to have a boost up on the here, so you can get an AWP pick into lower B here. Or it's also good if it's really quick if you have a teammate get boosted up with you. He kind of just ducks or stands here. You jump right on his head, and you get a quick pick like this as well. This pick is extremely useful, and if the terrorists aren't ready for it, it's going to give you a free pick every round. So that's a pretty awesome pick strat there. Getting a boost here or a boost on the boxes, whichever you prefer. And you can't even get more aggressive than that if you want to swing out mid here, maybe get someone going down dark alley, speedway, or get some guy coming across the tree here. It's really good to get an aggressive AWP pick like this. You'll want to be careful about your lower B, just because you can get shot in the side of the head. So a lot of the times you can't have like your friend smoke it for you. So a little bit of coordination there maybe. Just your teammates smoking into lower B there, and it's just going to block out anyone into lower trying to shoot you there. Or you could even, smoke it yourself. Or you kind of just got to go with the risk play. You can actually AWP into lower B here. See if anyone, shoots out on you. If not, take a quick pick. Maybe duck so your head's not showing as much. These are just like really fast picks. Like you're only up here, at the very beginning of the round to see if you can find any sloppy play from the terrorists, and then you kind of fall back. I'm not that big of a fan of this position just because you can get a pick here every once in a while, just a nice tight angle going for a nice reaction shot. But you got to be careful with your timing, because a lot of terrorists will go up Xbox like this, and then they're going to be up close on you, and then you're probably going to die if that's the case. So you got to work on your timing of being careful if someone's on the Xbox. definitely have a teammate with you if you are playing that aggressive spot. One really good drop spot where you don't have to have a teammate with you at all is playing this spot right here. This spot is extremely useful, and a lot of pros will use this spot. It gives you an entry kill. You can escape very easily, and you know, really can't get blind here too often. It's got to be really a perfect flash from the terrace. So when you're playing here, you can see the, you know, the gap of where someone has to flash you. It has to be a perfect sliver flash, you know, right between here for you to get flashed. So it's a really small margin. And if someone flashes that spot right here, it's not going to flash this guy right here. So they really got to pick on who they're flashing. You know, are they going to flash the majority of cat, or are they going for the guy just holding here? So this guy is really hard to deal with. And as soon as you take your shot, it's boom. And then you have awesome escapability. Maybe, you know, as soon as you drop, throw back a flash, and then you're back to playing safely at car. And hey, you got that pick, and now it's 4v5. Your team can play a little bit more passive and play the numbers. So this is a really awesome position that you can hold off here and just kind of, you know, boom, take a few pop shots. Like I said, it is really always good to have a teammate with you. Maybe if you're holding that angle there. As soon as you take your shot, your teammate just pops a flash for you, so you can escape nice and easy. And that's pretty much it at A. So I'm going to continue this op video on Dust2. We will talk about middle next. We'll talk about B site next, and then maybe we'll dive into terrace side as well. So thanks for watching, guys.